We begin tonight with Hurricane Erin racing along the East Coast. North Carolina declaring a state of emergency. High surf and rip current alerts now posted from Florida to the Northeast. The storm now a Category 2 hurricane with winds up to 105 miles per hour. Its track running parallel to the coast, getting close enough to potentially cause serious damage. Dangerous surf already hitting the Carolinas. The hurricane expected to produce waves up to 20 feet high and a storm surge up to 4 feet, possibly flooding some highways. Residents and tourists in the Outer Banks under mandatory evacuation orders. Heavy rain and strong winds expected by tomorrow night. New Jersey posting red flags along its beaches, warning about dangerous rip currents over the next several days. New York City closing its beaches to swimmers for the next 2 days. Ginger Z with the track in a moment, but first, ABC's Victor Oquendo leads us off in North Carolina.
Tonight, turning waves and double red flags. Alerts from Florida to Massachusetts. Erin now making that northward turn up the East Coast. Mandatory evacuations in effect for the Outer Banks, where Erin's surge plus high tide could leave residents and visitors stranded.
We're right along Highway 12. This is the main artery in the Outer Banks. It's common for waves to come crashing up over this dune and flood the highway. So what this front end loader is doing is pushing up some of that sand to try to fortify the dune.
John Betzker moved here from New Jersey 3 months ago. His family was supposed to come visit him this week.
When this alarm came, those plans got canceled. So I decided it's just better to go home and visit them for a while and come back when it's all over.
After more than 60 people were rescued off Wrightsville Beach Monday, authorities restricting swimming. Many more towns following suit. Air Force hurricane hunters tracking Erin, throwing ocean buoys out of a C-130 to gather data. The massive system expanding, now more than 600 miles across. Those outer bands will lash the coast with tropical storm force winds up to 4 feet of storm surge and waves up to 20 feet.
If a large wave knocks you off your feet, it will take you out into the water and potentially out past that shore break. And if you get far enough into the trough, it can pull you out past the bar.
On the Jersey Shore, where there have been multiple drownings already this summer, the governor is worried.
This is no time to be complacent. I would just say to you flat out, don't go in the water.
Mary, here in Kill Devil Hills, the red flags are up and the surf is definitely getting stronger. Swells at about 3 to 5 feet right now, but come Wednesday into Thursday, could be up to 20 feet with a dangerous mix of high surf and high tides. It's going to be ugly. North Carolina's governor has declared a state of emergency. Mary?
We see those large waves growing behind you. Victor, stay safe there. Thank you. The latest track for Hurricane Erin coming out a short time ago, and 2 other systems are now beginning to take shape. So let's get right to ABC's chief meteorologist, Ginger Z. Hey, Ginger.
Hey, Mary, Erin is about 600 miles south-southeast of Cape Hatteras. It's moving north-northwest at 10 miles per hour, so it's closing in. And by tomorrow, you'll start to see those tropical storm force winds from south to north. Those tropical storm watches now include parts of Delmarva Peninsula to Virginia Beach. I want to time it because the closest it gets happens on Thursday morning. You can see it here on the Futurecast. But why we believe in have the entire time that it will then kick off to the north and east is partly because of that stationary front. It's going to ride close enough to the coast, though, that it's like a bulldozer pushing water, even when it's at some points hundreds of miles from the shore. And that's why we have the high rip current risk, the destructive waves for the entire coast. And coastal flood alerts are already popping, too. We will be done with the storm by the time the weekend's over. But let me focus in on ground zero, and that's the Outer Banks, where you'll see those 15 to 20 plus foot waves. They're using really strong wording: extreme beach and coastal damage, roads impassable, prolonged periods of time. You can see there 8 to 12 foot waves are possible, not just on the south side of there, but also from the Jersey Shore. Erosion possible up through Long Island, Rhode Island, even Nantucket. And I do want to mention there are those 2 waves we're watching, a very busy Atlantic as we're still on the ride up toward peak of hurricane September 10th. The next name, Mary, is Fernan.
And we know you'll be watching those closely as well. Ginger, thank you.